What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to my channel. This is me, Bridget, bringing you all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So if you watch my previous video, you see the rack back there. I did a recording, a vlog, a Walmart haul, Amazon, and some other things, and also showing what we did for Juneteenth. And you can watch that video. You can go, it's out now, you can watch that video. So this video is a little different. I really don't even know how to start the video, but it was something that's been on my mind, so I just need to start. Okay, so I know you saw in the title, menopause. The fatigue, the irritability, the hot flashes, night sweats. I'm going through it, y'all. And here's the thing, right? I'm 56, and I was trying to deny it for the longest, that I was not going through menopause. This was not happening. But yeah, it's happening. I don't know if that's TMI or anybody else going through it, you know, but so what this video is today is kind of for me to just kind of talk and see if anybody else is out there. What are you doing? And relate, you know, kind of with the struggles and, you know, what I'm going through and what I am doing to try and help combat this menopause thing. And please, if you have any suggestions where it comes to menopause, please leave the comments down in the description box below. Help a sister out, or maybe we can help each other. So anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get into this video. Okay, so here are my symptoms. Hot flashes, night sweats, not so bad at night, but I can get hot at night. Irritability, and now the good thing is sex drive is still good, so I'm happy about that. I don't know if I can say that on here, but anyway, that area, I'm good. I'm not experiencing any dryness. I'm not going to say where, but understand that that's one of the symptoms. I don't have that, which I'm very appreciative of. And then there is some tiredness sometimes. And also, I don't know if you guys are experiencing like some aches, but understand that that comes, you know, with menopause as well. And probably the number one thing is weight gain. So here's what I'm doing, and only for me, I just refuse to do anything, the synthetic chemical HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. I just refuse to do it. I refuse to do the peptides and different things of that nature. So what I have been doing, which I don't know, maybe you guys, like I said, comment down below what you're doing if you are going through this time. Anything that you're doing that could help, I would appreciate any, you know, advice on what you guys are doing. So something that I found is like sweets or candy or something like that, like mainly chocolate. If I eat chocolate, I'll have a hot flash. If I drink coffee, I'll have a hot flash. So what I've noticed is that certain foods that I may eat or ingest, maybe 5 minutes later, 10 or 15, no more than 15 minutes later, I could have a hot flash. And so what I've been trying to do is avoid those foods. Another thing that I have been doing when I notice a hot flash is that I drink cold water. I've been trying to keep cold water near me, by me, or whatever, or I'll just stop, let the moment happen. And usually I tend to cool down. And also, I don't know if you paid attention, but sometimes certain material or fabric that I wear will, you know, cause me to sweat. And if it does, I just take it off. The thing that I have been doing is moving my body every single day. I try mostly every single day until my body's kind of like, okay, you need to rest. So one thing I will do every day is that I run a mile and I walk a mile. Every single day. I try to do strength training at least 3 or 4 times a week. And I mean lifting heavy, like 20 pounds, 25 pounds. I'm getting ready to move over into 30 and 35. So, but right now I'm like at 20, 25 pounds, lifting heavy. And then, you know, yoga, meditating, breathing, all of those things as well. And it's helping because, believe it or not, it's been a struggle, but I have managed to lose 20 pounds. It's been a struggle because I'm not where I want to be, because one day I looked up, I think it was like 138, 130 something, and I was, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I was like 192 pounds. And I'm like, what the world? Where did that come from? So I've managed to, the last time I weighed myself, I think I was like 175. So not quite 20 pounds, like 18 pounds. I don't know, something like that. I'll add it up right. But anyway, so I've managed to lose 20 pounds. And I can tell a difference. So like I said, I try to move my body every single day. Another thing I try not to do is eat after 6. Now, I used to do that before, like in my, I don't know, I've been doing that for a while, since my late 20s. I kind of stopped eating after 6, and then I get on this thing where I would eat after 6. So, I had been, just eating, I guess, and I needed to kind of rein that in, because you guys see my husband, and my husband is a foodie, and my husband loves to eat. Well, I'm not 6'1". I don't have the metabolism that my husband has. I cannot eat like that dude. But that's what I was doing. It's unfortunate, but it is. Ladies, we get married, we get in a relationship, we fall in love. The man loves us for who we are. And then we look up, and we packed on 20 to 50 pounds. And it's like, no, that's not going to work for me. And that's just me. For some people, yeah, that's cool. But, and don't get me wrong, I love my husband dearly, like the dude, all of that stuff. Same with, for me. But it bothers me. I mind, because I like to look a certain way. I like to feel a certain way in my own skin. And that's just something that I hadn't been feeling lately. So, I had to get control of it and just to be like, girl, you can't eat what that dude eats. You just can't do it. So another thing that I forgot to mention that I was going through with menopause is the irritability and the mood swings. I did not think that was real, but let me share something with you guys. I was being so mean to my husband, who was like the best person to me ever. And he was just like, okay, all right. And then finally it's like, okay, wait a minute now. What is going on with you? And then I had to, because it was like I was out of myself. I didn't know who I was. That was my son calling me. Anyway, yeah, I felt like I was having an out of body experience. You know what I mean? I knew what I was saying, but I was just so irritable, and I didn't understand why. And so I was embarrassed, believe it or not. I was embarrassed because I had to admit to myself and to this man that I love that I was going through menopause. Then don't ask me why. And he is a doctor of physical therapy. Okay. So he's in the medical field. He knows all this stuff, but I was embarrassed to share that with my husband. So I was trying to figure it out on my own, which is what I usually do. Maybe it's the entrepreneur in me, problem, solution. That's how I look at things. And I'll be honest with you, I got up, because I get up early, like between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, and I usually pray and meditate before I go run and work out. And in that prayer, I heard God say, ask your husband, talk to him about it. So I did finally. And when I did, I felt a whole lot better, believe it or not. And I'm saying that to say, ladies, if you're going through menopause and you're irritable, and if you don't have a spouse or a partner, someone that you can confide in and talk to, that you can trust, who kind of like holds your heart, holds your secret, makes that safe space for you, find somebody that you can talk to. If it's another woman, just someone that you can feel safe with and talk to about. And believe it or not, after I talked to him and, had the conversation, I felt better, believe it or not. And then the irritability went away. And that's another thing, because it was stressing me out. So stress is also something that causes irritability, and believe it or not, for me, the hot flashes also. So if you have somebody that you can talk to, kind of say, hey, I need to talk to you about this. This is bothering me, and and you'll feel a lot better. At least I know I did. And so I think that's it. Now, I will tell you this. I did have a conversation with God, because I was like, why do we have to go through this? I mean, we have menstruation. We carry the babies for 9 months. It's not our bodies. We go to postpartum, and then we have to go through menopause. It's like, sheesh, why do we have to go through all this? But I would like to know, because going back to earlier what I said about the pain, it's just like little joint, but not arthritis, but just little pains that you feel like I'll get little pains in my legs, or in my like the top of my feet or something like that. And it's not the tennis shoes, because I'm very particular about my running shoes. I change them out, and I get good running shoes like Brooks. So anyway, but every now and again I will take ibuprofen. And I noticed that, that helps with the pain. But like I was saying, moving my body every single day, doing Pilates and stretching or yoga also helps with those joint cramp pains. I don't know what that is. I wanted to do some research about that. So I think that's the last thing I want to say about menopause is the midsection. Child, it's like, where does this come from? Anyway, like I said, I've managed to get down 20 pounds, and running and the weightlifting, lifting heavy really helped. So there's certain exercises that I do, like this one right here. I'm showing you this young lady. She was the reason why I bought the 25-pound plate. So I do those every morning, and my stomach is sore, but I see a difference. And then with the running, and now making the decision to not eat after 6 anymore, I know that'll help with shrinking, my waistline. So I don't know. I just, I felt like, I felt moved to make this video, because I know I can't be the only one. And as for someone who loves fashion, and I love, my clothes to fit a certain way, I love being able to go into my closet and just put anything together, and put things together and not have to worry about, this doesn't fit right, or, how come I can't zip this up? And, I know it's part of being a woman, and I love being a woman. I love being a girl. I'm a girly girl. I love the makeup and the hair and the shoes and the dresses and the this and the that. I love all of that stuff. And so I don't want to not enjoy it anymore, because I'm going through this phase, and, and I've put on some weight. And so basically, I guess I wanted to do this video to let myself know that it's okay, and anybody else out there who may be going through menopause, it's okay. And to get to this place where we just love our bodies for where we are right now, excuse me, in our bodies, but to love and accept them and embrace them, for who we are right now and what they are right now, and just to have fun, with what we look like, basically. So anyway, that's it for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of see who else is out here struggling with menopause. And, and just because we're going through this, honey, you don't have to look like you're going through it, because I look fabulous. I don't look 56. And that's probably a reason why I'm having a hard time believing that I'm going through menopause. Anyway, thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for checking out my channel and rocking with me. And if you like this channel, please subscribe. And I would love to have you guys join, my adventures, my journey. I do more fashion things. Every now and again, I'll have my husband on here with his shenanigans. And other things. Sometimes I may show client stuff, or when I'm on Fox 26 or CW39 doing interviews or client events or my own events. So anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified as to when I post new videos. And please comment down below if you're going through menopause or if you have things that have worked for you, certain things that you're taking or that you find has helped you on this journey. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys and see you in the next one. Peace.